Welcome to Trending Update USA. I am Steffan, and today we dive into a story that blends tennis excellence, personal authenticity, and massive commercial success, all centered around one of the most dynamic young stars in world sports. Coco Gauff, the reigning US Open champion and a global icon at just 21 years old, has once again shown the world why she is not just a tennis sensation but also a powerful cultural figure. Her bold personality, her willingness to be real, and her unique sense of style have now fused perfectly with her million-dollar partnership with New Balance, a deal that is paying off in ways that go far beyond the tennis court. Fans are raving about her outfits, critics are celebrating her originality, and Coco herself is proudly embracing what she playfully calls her style of messing around. What began as a simple fashion experimentation has now become a signature movement that is influencing young athletes, energizing the sneaker world, and adding a fresh, confident tone to women's tennis. Coco Gauff's rise has always been anchored in authenticity. Even when she first burst into the spotlight at Wimbledon as a 15-year-old beating Venus Williams, she did not fit the mold of the typical young tennis prodigy. She had personality, she had charisma, she spoke with depth and humor, and she carried an unmistakable sense of self. That mix has only become stronger over the years. Her New Balance partnership, originally signed when she was still a teenager, has now expanded into one of the most successful athlete-brand relationships in modern sports. On paper, the deal brings her millions. But in reality, its true impact is much deeper. Coco is shaping trends, influencing design decisions, inspiring a generation of fans, and bringing new cultural relevance to tennis fashion. In recent months, her outfits, both on court and off, have become a major talking point. Whether she is debuting limited edition New Balance performance dresses, experimenting with bold color blocking, rocking streetwear-inspired warm-up looks, or showing up in unexpected combinations that instantly go viral, Coco is proving that athletes can be stylish, fun, and expressive without sacrificing professionalism. During a recent interview, she openly admitted that she has been messing around with fashion more than usual. But instead of it being seen as careless, fans interpret it as refreshing and confident. She's not trying to impress anyone. She's not following trends. She's creating them. And that is exactly why this New Balance deal is succeeding more than anyone projected. The positive reviews from fans and sports outlets have been pouring in. Social media platforms are filled with comments praising her willingness to try something different, her commitment to wearing pieces that feel personal, and her ability to push the boundaries of traditional tennis outfits. For decades, tennis fashion has often been conservative, staying close to white dresses, predictable silhouettes, and safe designs. But Coco is part of a newer wave, alongside players like Naomi Osaka and Emma Raducanu, who are blending streetwear, performance gear, and pop culture influences to redefine what tennis style can look like. And the results are electrifying. New Balance has been showcasing these looks on their official platforms, receiving some of their highest engagement numbers ever tied to a tennis athlete. Coco's authenticity is also shaping how young athletes see fashion. Many teenagers, especially young girls who aspire to be both strong and stylish, are celebrating Coco's message that you don't have to be perfect to be influential. You don't have to follow every rule. You don't have to hide your personality to be taken seriously. Her messing around is not actually messing around, it is a confident expression of individuality. And that is why people connect with her. She's showing that there is room for fun and excellence. There is room for personality and professionalism. And there is room for experimentation even when you're at the top of your game. On the business side, New Balance has struck gold. Their collaboration with Coco includes signature shoes like the Coco CG1, a shoe that continues to sell out with every new drop. The CG1 blends basketball aesthetics, vintage influences, and performance technology, something no other tennis shoe on the market is doing. It's unique, bold, and instantly recognizable, just like Coco herself. The CG1 has become a favorite among sneaker collectors who don't even watch tennis. That crossover appeal is extremely rare. It's the kind of cultural breakthrough brands dream about. And New Balance achieved it by letting Coco be herself, not by trying to control her image. The economics behind athlete endorsements are changing fast. In the past, sports brands wanted athletes who were predictable, polished, and easily brand managed. Today, brands want stars who generate real cultural traction, who influence discussions, who break into fashion, lifestyle, TikTok trends, and global youth culture. Coco checks every box. She appeals to sports fans, fashion enthusiasts, sneaker culture, teens, casual viewers, and global audiences who admire her story. That wide reach is why her New Balance deal is expanding faster than expected. Sources say the brand is already planning multiple new collaborations with her, including apparel lines inspired by her own design inputs. Her confidence in fashion also mirrors her confidence on court. Over the past year, Coco has been stepping into her athletic prime, and with that comes a stronger sense of who she is as a person. She has always spoken about the importance of enjoying life outside of tennis, and fashion gives her that creative outlet. She often mentions that she designs pieces in collaboration sessions, selecting patterns, suggesting cuts, choosing colors, and even experimenting with textures. New Balance gives her real creative involvement, not just a label with her name on it. That level of trust is rare for someone her age, but it shows how much value the brand sees in her. One of the biggest reasons Coco's fashion success resonates so powerfully is because she embraces imperfection. She jokes about not always knowing what she's doing. She laughs when outfits go viral for unexpected reasons. She embraces the learning process. And that relatability is priceless. Many young athletes feel pressure to appear flawless. But Coco shows that experimenting, messing around, is part of discovering your identity. Fans feel like they're on the journey with her. And that emotional connection makes the New Balance partnership far more influential than a typical sponsorship. Tennis legends have weighed in as well. Some former players praise her boldness, saying that fashion has always been part of tennis culture but never executed with this much authenticity. Others say she's bringing youth energy back to the sport at a crucial time. With stars like Serena Williams retired and Ash Barty stepping away, tennis needs personalities who can elevate the conversation beyond the court. Coco is filling that space naturally. She is media-savvy, socially aware, stylish, articulate, and deeply inspiring to millions around the world. Her New Balance outfits at major tournaments have also contributed to her growing legacy. At the US Open, her vibrant dresses became iconic. During the Australian Open, she leaned into futuristic cuts. At Roland Garros, her clay season looks blended elegance with flair. Every tournament now feels like both a sporting event and a style showcase. Reporters have increasingly asked about her fashion choices, and Coco happily plays along, making lighthearted jokes but also explaining her creative inspirations. She balances humor with honesty, which makes her interviews even more enjoyable. Industry experts now call Coco one of the future leaders of athlete-driven fashion. They compare her influence to Serena Williams' Nike era, Venus Williams' 11 brand, and Naomi Osaka's high-fashion partnerships. But the key distinction is that Coco's style is grounded in youth culture. It is raw, experimental, and playful. And that playfulness is working brilliantly. New Balance has captured an entire demographic that sees Coco as the link between sports and style, between discipline and creativity. Her social media growth reflects that influence. Each time New Balance posts content featuring Coco, engagement spikes. Fans comment about wanting her entire wardrobe, asking when specific items will be released, and celebrating her natural progression. The brand's marketing campaigns now center around her personality more than just her performance. This is modern sports branding, storytelling, personality, identity, and community. But beyond the fashion success and commercial impact, what stands out most is Coco's maturity. She remains grounded, grateful, and aware of the privilege she holds. She often credits her parents for teaching her humility and balance. She emphasizes the importance of staying authentic even as fame increases. She values being a role model and recognizes the responsibility that comes with it. Her willingness to show imperfections, humor, and growth makes her even more inspiring. As Coco's fashion journey continues, New Balance is expected to expand her design collaboration even further. There is talk of a lifestyle line, a women's streetwear capsule, and future signature shoes that build upon the CG1's success. If these predictions come true, Coco could become one of the biggest athlete designers in her generation, following the footsteps of icons who redefined sports culture through fashion. The story of Coco Gauff, messing around, is much bigger than the line itself. It is a statement of freedom, freedom to express, freedom to evolve, freedom to break the mold. And that message resonates deeply with fans everywhere. Coco is showing the world that you can be a champion and still experiment. You can win big and still have fun. You can be young and still influence global trends. And most importantly, you can be yourself, even in a world that constantly tries to shape you. Her $1 million New Balance deal is not just paying off, it is rewriting the playbook. Brands are now studying what makes Coco so impactful. Analysts predict she will soon become one of the highest-earning female athletes through endorsements alone. But the numbers tell only part of the story. The real success lies in her ability to connect with people, to inspire them, to make them smile, and to encourage them to embrace their own personalities. Coco has built a brand rooted in authenticity, creativity, humor, and power. Whether she is hitting winners on the court or experimenting with outfits off the court, one thing is clear: Coco Gauff is in her own lane. And the world can't get enough of it. Her confidence, her energy, and her willingness to embrace the unexpected are shaping not just her career but the future of women's sports. New Balance took a chance on a teenager. Today, that teenager has become a global icon. And this partnership is only just beginning. This is Trending Update USA. I am Steffan, and this has been another deep dive into the stories shaping sports, culture, and global conversation. Coco Gauff proudly embraces her messing around. And in doing so, she is redefining what it means to be a modern athlete, fearless, expressive, and unstoppable.